Here we are again. Me and you against the world. What a world it is. It took serious modifications to my body to survive in Brainiac's frozen wasteland. As for my mind, Dr. Frias always has a plan. But I couldn't plan our way out of this one. Time and time again, I refused to join Amanda Waller and her task force. All the evidence suggested my involvement would do little to save the world. But I could save our world. Eventually, the calls stopped coming, and we were alone. Until now. I received a communication from another Waller. Another dimension, another chance. This Waller seems different. More calculating. Her task force sounds marginally more competent. They've already begun a counterattack against Brainiac. But as always with Waller, there was a deal to be made. Her world's greatest scientific minds working on a cure. For my assistance in recovering the Flash. Send a scientist to find a scientist. I said logic. If her people can reach us, it'll prove their capabilities. And if they can't, it's still me and you against the world. Nora.
Located another of Brainiac's dimensional invasion points, and a survivor. Dr. Frias. I've already been in contact and negotiated a deal.
See, Mr. Freeze? Even one from another dimension is sure to be very cool. Very competent.
I should hope so. She's agreed to aid us in the field and in the lab. It's clear Brainiac is still experimenting on the Justice League. We've isolated the Flash's unique Speed Force signature on the Skull ship.
Hang on a tick. Is what now? What do you mean all speedsters have got a...
Yes, Harkness, they do. Including you. You're especially easy to track.
Oh.
We're still working on details to acquire the Flash, but Freeze will be an asset there. Get her first.
Wait. Her?
I know. You told me finding common ground with people builds relationships. I'm just not sure I want to explore what I have in common with these people.
It's my favorite color, but...
You wouldn't call this a lost cause yet, so I'll withhold my judgment. For now. If we're lucky, Brainiac's data will hold something we can use.
Not doing anything.
Hey, Cuttlefish. Our mental activity sure loses its savor without you. In fact, what am I saying? Everything loses its savor without you. This team is interesting, Cuttlefish. We'll see how this all plays out.
Well, now at least
Let Morgan know if anyone's trying to bother you. I'll handle it. Wish we could talk like we used to, Nora. Soon. All right, I won't fuss over you any longer. Nothing more for now, Cuttlefish. But I'll tell you if anything changes. We'll give this world a fighting chance, Nora. And you too. I'll add some new songs to your playlist before the next mission. Wouldn't want you getting bored. Don't worry, I'll be back. And I promise I will take a rest. Stay safe, Cuttlefish. We'll get through this. I should go. I have a cure to find, after all. I'll tell Hiro not to touch your pod's settings. Though he did improve the efficiency. If we're lucky, Brainiac's data will hold something we can use.
Victor Freeze, this brilliant but cold scientist, would do anything to protect his wife Nora, whether that meant opposing or aiding Batman.
Well, I do have a reputation to keep up. I miss Nora's cheering. We'll make up for it later.
Come on, Sharko, it's one frozen lady. How hard can it be?
Kid, get down here.
Victoria Frias, I presume.
Amanda Waller. So tell me again about the partner benefits.
The deductibles are hell.
Whoa! Like a giant collectible! She's in mint condition! BNIB!
Nora has undergone vitrification. She is not an action figure.
I think they are bonding.
Shark, we didn't go through all that to make friends. We need her tech to win the war.
Statistically, it's extremely unlikely you can stop Brainiac.
Come on. I thought you'd be up for taking the long shot, no matter the cost.
Oh, tingly.
These are your world's finest scientific minds? What happened here?
I am more of a hobbyist, but I would also be happy to assist.
And you get to hang out with us while your Sheila's defrosting. No offense.
I'll be frank, Dr. Frias. You want Task Force X to take you and your wife back to the Ice Age? Fine. But you know a better offer isn't coming. For either of you.
Desperate times, desperate measures. Name your price.
There might be a teeny nanite bomb in your head, Clive.
Do it. For Nora. No matter the cost.
Good for them. Cute couple. You got strong and you got silent.
I eliminate Brainiac from the multiverse, and you fulfill your end of the deal. Yes?
First, a little downtime, Doctor. Luther has some files on metahuman tissue regeneration that I'd like an expert opinion on.
Don't worry, ma'am. We'll look after her. Does she like store brand or name brand? I've got protein bars.
I just hope that this Freeze is less of a jackass than the old one. Not gonna be hard. Yeah, a new idiot for me to take care of is great and all, but could you try and focus on rescuing civilians? Sometimes I wish the rest of y'all were as tight-lipped as Freeze. It's gonna be fun watching you idiots deal with living with your nemesis. Nemesis. Ah, heck, I don't know.
You brought me to this world to do what, exactly? Gather dust? And here we have an opportunity to observe the buffoon in its natural habitat. I haven't missed leg day since the last mass extinction event, and I'm not starting now. A box. An entire world's greatest scientific mind, and you keep it in a box. Unbelievable. My mind was elsewhere, much to my body's chagrin. Lucky for all of us, I enjoy my own company. Oh no, not seclusion. Anything but seclusion. Please. Could you check down, Nora. It's not separation anxiety, it is separation analysis. Keeping me sidelined wastes my time, strength, and intellect. A hat trick of tossed potential. Brainiac is out there, yet I am in here. Don't have to be an unparalleled genius to call that bad math. I find out anyone has touched Nora, and there will be consequences. Let's get this frankly bizarre and deeply uncomfortable show on the road.
Ah, Queen of the Cold Shoulder. It's Freeze.
So you finally come to your senses. Excellent.
Freeze is leaving the cooler.
Well, Flag, this better not be because you want a spotter again.
Stay frosty. Here comes Freeze.
You don't keep your best and brightest bench.
Straight out of the freezer and into our hearts.
I find out anyone has touched Nora, and there will be consequences.
Frias could carry Task Force X on her back, literally and figuratively. Frias better be as committed to the cause as she is to her research, or at least able to fake it well enough. I want to see how Frias swings things for us. Hopefully she pushes the rest of you to a modicum of improvement.
Get a move on, love. That wife ain't gonna unfridge herself.
Gather up, Task Force X. I want the Flash back here in one piece, so pay attention.
In order for us to retrieve the Flash from the Skull ship, you will first need to remove the Data Vault's defenses, reveal the Vault, and defeat this Brainiac iteration.
Get all of that? I hope so.
Let's transfer in an orderly fashion and emerge in one piece, please.
Welcome to yet another disturbing Elseworld. I'm going to be taking point on this operation. I will be relaying Director Walker's orders. With the hard work well underway, all you need to do is destroy the giant gun.
You heard the tech support. Get to it, Task Force X. Bring me the Flash. Kill Brainiac, but bring me the Flash.
He may be somewhat disoriented when you find him, so handle him with care.
You heard the doctor. With care.
I may have burned too bright.
Here to reclaim your sworn enemy, the Flash? How touching. I'll be more than happy to share my research with you. In fact, I've made a breakthrough. As you can see, I am now a league of my own. Calculators out, and pencils ready, Task Force X. Let's consider the other side of the equation now. Not even the fundamentals will stick with you. I'll break you down into something even simpler and much smaller. All plans must be capable of weathering setbacks. Especially such frustratingly tenacious ones as you. I've allowed you to continue more than long enough. This little diversion ends now. My projections predicted something akin to this. I never intended to experience it. But ultimately... this data is beginning to give diminishing returns.
Oh boy. Oh, wow. I'm not really used to getting winded. Hey, shouldn't you all be in jail?
The hell are you idiots doing? Get the Flash into stasis and get back to work.
Wish you were always that fun, Flasher. We'll make a sidekick out of you yet.
That's one Brainiac down. You were right, he did make it annoying. I cannot wait to dive into dissections together again. The biology of corrupted is fascinating. You know, you and Harleen have similar senses of humor. You two would be an absolute terror. I can't help but feel there is useful information hidden in corrupted DNA. Cuttlefish. This is going to take much longer than I'd hoped. You should see some of these worlds. You'd absolutely hate them. I had a few ideas I'll run simulations on while on missions. We'll see how it goes, love. Although this technology isn't technically peer-reviewed, I have every confidence in it. You're in good hands, Flash. My bedside manner may be lacking, but I make up for it in witty banter. Another test subject will prove invaluable for my research. No, save your voice. No, really. You have nothing to fear. I won't be testing my incomplete hypotheses on you.